insurance distributor. I'm actually contracted, independent contractor under First 5 Monterey County, so I distribute the kits locally to clinics, hospitals, WIC, everybody you can think of in Monterey County. And then about 2 years ago, I was approached by the Institute for Health Advancement, which is the creator of one of the books in the kit. And they said, you know, the pipeline on kit distribution is clogged throughout the state because people stopped distributing the kit as items were becoming outdated, incorrect information on breastfeeding, incorrect information on child seat safety. So they said, hey, let's just do marketing on behalf of the state. So the Institute for Health Advancement actually pays my salary to promote the kit. And then I work in partnership with Vernetta Syfax at the state level to place the orders. So that's kind of my evolution. So who am I? I'm a nonprofit executive with 30 years of experience. I actually worked for Girl Scouts of the USA for 22 years, started out in Napa and Solano counties, and then I worked for 5 years in Europe, in Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, France, Turkey, Spain, Portugal, the Azores, the UK, and Italy, because life was really tough for me for 5 years. And what I did is I organized Girl Scout troops on military bases, American military bases in all those countries and 56 different locations. So basically I got paid to travel throughout Europe and bring the Girl Scout program to our American military forces in the tri-services. And then they transferred me to Japan, and I did the same thing in Japan, Okinawa, and Korea for 3 years. And with that job, I became the director of training. And then I moved back to California and worked for Girl Scouts of California Central Coast as the chief operating officer, and that was serving all the way from Santa Cruz County to Ventura County. So I was in charge of those 6 counties, 12,000 Girl Scouts and 5,000 adult volunteers. And then I retired. And then I kind of got pulled back into the not-for-profit world when First 5 approached me and said, hey, can you help us? We have this new position, because First 5 Monterey County was kind of on the cutting edge to understand that the kit pipeline was clogged, and they hired me to do that. And then the Institute for Health Advancement called through all the First 5s and said, okay, who's doing best practices in the state to distribute kits? And Vernetta actually referred him to Monterey County, and that's how I got hooked up with the Institute for Health Advancement for kit distribution throughout the state. And then in my spare time, I'm the executive director for Partners for Peace, which provides prevention and intervention family education for families with youth who use drugs and alcohol, are violent, chronically truant, or in gangs or gang adjacent. So I find that these 2 jobs really balance my life, because on the one end of the spectrum, I have hopeful parents who want healthy, thriving children. And on the other end of the spectrum, I have parents who want healthy, thriving children, but right now they're faced with challenges with their youth. And we give them 21st century tools to combat the challenges they're faced with. So that's me. So what's First 5? So First 5 is dedicated to the healthy development and well-being of children in California. First 5 has commissions that are dedicated to providing screening, playgroups, child daycare throughout the state, and it's paid for by the Prop 10 tobacco tax. And the kit is also paid for by the Prop 10 tobacco tax. So everything you see here today, if you meet a smoker, thank them for supporting the kit for new parents. First 5s are responsible for distributing their Prop 10 funds that go locally to all the counties. So it looks a little different in each county as far as which agencies they partnership with, but they all have the end goal of developing healthy, thriving families. They work with community-based organizations to connect the families to local resources. So we truly have really great wraparound services for families who are prenatal to age 5. And millions of dollars are spent every year to support the local agencies and the programs working with young children and their family. So the kit for new parents is a free kit. There's no hook. It's free. Shipping is free. The kits are free. It's a $75 dollar value, and it's packed with all the latest information on everything from prenatal to postnatal care to finding a quality preschool. So what's in the kit for new parents? You might have noticed the repackaging. They used to be in these little cardboard briefcase boxes. Now we have the great Talk, Read, Sing bags. On one side it's in English, on the other side it's in Spanish. The kits are available completely in English, completely in Spanish. They share the same bag. And coming in the fall of this year, we'll have the kit in the English languages as well. So the California Parents Guide is a really robust resource in the kit. I'll show you what that's all about. So the resource guide is just filled with information from many, many agencies that are well respected in the state of California. And it contains information on everything from prenatal care to dental care to breastfeeding to how to support your special needs child, to screening, to Family Leave Act information, to healthy eating. And throughout the kit, we have the available websites and phone numbers to easily connect families with the topic that they need more information on. So the Puppy and Friends book, the touch and feel book you see right here, is always the #1 with a bullet item when we do kit evaluations. People really enjoy reading this book to their child, and as they turn the pages, they can feel the puppy's fur, the puppy's nose, and the puppy's water bowl. What to do when your child gets sick is the second most cited item that parents use. And the kits are currently available again in English and Spanish, and Asian languages are coming in the fall of 2019. The First 5 California Commission provides all the funding for the kit, but your kits may look a little different from county to county. As local First 5s, we're allowed what's called 3 touches, which means we can add 3 customized items to the kit. So for my county, I added a beach ball that has the Pandora website on it, which is a free radio station that has finger play songs on it to interact with their child. We added another book that focuses on age 3 to 5 about agriculture to making soup, because we're a big ag community in Monterey County. And then we added the Daddy's Tool Bag DVD, which has a video app for parents to watch videos on swaddling baby, hugging baby, breastfeeding, how dads can support moms in breastfeeding, etc. And all of those videos, by the way, are on the Monterey County website if you want to look at our app. So what are the value of the kit to dental patients? It encourages parents to take their baby to the dentist before their first birthday, to brush your child's teeth twice a day with a soft brush and fluoride toothpaste and clean between their teeth, to avoid sugar-sweetened drinks like soda that can cause cavities. It really promotes the drinking of water. And this, for our parents, is always a surprise to them, that if they see the white spots on their child's teeth, it could be cavities. Most parents assume dark spots mean cavities, but any abnormalities need to be addressed as soon as possible. For the mom-to-be, it's a fantastic resource because it encourages moms-to-be to see the dentist during the pregnancy to just check up on their health. The KIT program evaluation was conducted in 2011, and respondents were asked to rate to which extent that the KIT improved their knowledge of all the topics for 0 to 5, and 91% of respondents reported that they agreed strongly that the KIT improved their knowledge about child development. 81% agreed that it increased their knowledge about healthcare options for their infant. 93% agreed that they had more knowledge on ways to keep their child safe. And 87% of the respondents agreed that they felt more confident about being a new parent after opening the KIT. Over half the respondents who had the KIT for more than 1 year read the Puppy and Friends with their children more than 10 times. So like I said, that's #1 with a bullet, and it really fits with our Talk, Read, Sing initiative. 97% of the respondents agreed that they were likely to recommend the KIT to other parents. And the conclusion from the study was we needed to look at the advertising and distribution strategies that helped get the kit into the hands of more parents. So this is how the kit would come to you. The English kit comes in a blue envelope. The Spanish kit comes in a green envelope. And the bag is packed flat with all the items inside. So I'm wondering at this point in the webinar, how many of you have received the kit for new parents? So here's your opportunity to poll, and Katie will help you with that.
All right, hi everyone. I'm going to go ahead and launch the poll. You're going to see it on your end. It's our first time trying this. All right. Oh, it's working. I see the numbers.
Yay.
Yeah, and this is about 2 months ago, we sent out a flyer on the listserv promoting the parent guide and the kit. And we heard about 7,000 orders were placed. So we'd love to see who's received the kit. And then later on, if you'd like to share, we'll give it maybe another second or two. It looks like the polling is slowing down. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll and share the results. All right, so it looks about 38% said yes, you have received the kits. 16% is maybe, and 40%, about half, have not received the kits yet.
Great. Okay, so we've got some work to do, but it's great because 38% of you are already working in partnership with your local First Fives, or you ordered directly through the state. So that's awesome, and we'll talk about how to get the kits into your hands a little bit later in this webinar. So the kit contents, who does the kit reach out to? The California Parents Guide is really appropriate for everyone who opens up a kit. It's a collaboration between First Five California and what we call the UC Berkeley think tank. So the best minds in the state actually put this guide together. And what I love about it is all of the pages follow the same format. So they'll have the topic at the top. So you'll easily flip the pages and find out what we're talking about. So this one's about pregnancy and things you can do to support your pregnancy. And then it always has a little magnifying glass about where to help, find help and seek resources that will support you through your pregnancy or whatever the topic is. The dental information is sprinkled throughout both the What to Do When Your Child Gets Sick book and the California Parents Guide. It advises pregnant women to get dental care as soon as possible and practice good oral hygiene for their health and that of their babies. It really provides robust information on good nutrition, including eating enough calcium-rich foods and the avoidance of sugary snacks. And nutrition item is provided for various lives and stages and ages, so from prenatal care to age 5. And actually the What to Do When Your Child Gets Sick book goes up to age 8. The dental information has age-appropriate advice throughout both guides. Again, how to clean the baby's gums, how to brush toddlers' teeth, and how to make that decision when children are old enough to brush on their own without that one-to-one supervision. When you should see the dentist with your baby, ways to prevent tooth decay, tooth problems to watch out for, and this one's really critical for our low-income parents and caregivers, how to find a dentist and affordable dental care. The What to Do When Your Child Gets Sick book is an easy-to-read guide, and it's very simple as well. And then there's a poison control refrigerator magnet that helps parents have that important contact if their child comes into contact with any liquid or substance or inhales or drinks any liquid or substance that may cause them harm. So it's in English and in Spanish, and they can get emergency help easily when they use that magnet right on their fridge. Talk, Read, Sing is fantastic. It's every place. I've seen it on the sides of buses, on billboards, TV commercials, radio stations. And the whole point of Talk, Read, Sing is to promote the importance of just sharing everything with your child. So whether it's a book or you're picking up the paper, and I'm from Central California, so I'd have to say, look at what those Warriors did last night. Kids who aren't read to daily have a 50% chance of falling behind in school and have a hard time catching up. So I'm wondering how many of you have seen this Talk, Read, Sing campaign and are actively collaborating with your local First Fives.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and launch our second poll. But how many of you are working with your local First Fives? So here we go. We'll leave that open for a few seconds here. Oh, great. The numbers are coming in. Don't be shy, please, please. We got about half of the participants that have taken the poll so far. So cast your vote. It's anonymous. We won't know who did what. This is a great way to really build those partnerships with your local First Fives. All right, the numbers are slowing down a little bit. I'm gonna end the poll and share the results.
Oh, awesome. That's a great statistic. Yay.
That's
Yay.
great.
Because your local First Five is your first line of defense when it comes to linking your families with preventative care. So thank you for doing that. And then again, on the Talk, Read, Sing, Play, we really do encourage parents to speak two languages to their child if they are bilingual, because it will help with their brain development and help them in school. So yay. Talk, Read, Sing, market emphasis. Again, we want to get this out to play groups, libraries, early childhood education groups, military installations, baby and me music programs, and everybody possible. We know that their brains are always developing, and that 80% of the brain develops between 0 and 3. And this stat changes back and forth, but they say up to 90% of the brain develops between 0 and 5. So we know the power of talk, read, singing, and playing with your child every single day as often as you can. Here's a close-up of Baby's first book, and those of you who haven't had the opportunity to hold a kit, it really is an interactive book, and it's in 2 languages, English and Spanish, and soon there will be an Asian language book. And then we also say for pre-literate parents, emphasize that you can create your own story. So if you cannot read the words because it's not in your language, then just say, oh, look at those 2 cute little puppies. Do you think they're going out for a walk today? Again, we have information in the kit about the Family Leave Act, and then every First Five is allowed to put up to 3 items. Some First Fives do this, some don't have the money, so they choose not to do this. So the kits may look a little bit different from county to county. And I do know that some counties actually put a fingertip dental brush in the kits. Kit distribution partners. They range. They can be hospitals, clinics, dental clinics, child groups, OB/GYN offices, WIC programs, foster family agencies, early Head Start programs, military installations, mommy and me groups, community festivals. If you're ever an active part of a community festival, you can order up to 500 kits in each language for distribution. So if you want to get your message across, it's a great free giveaway to give at community festivals, but we do ask that you explain the contents of the kits when you distribute them, so it's just not a free item that goes home and sits in a closet. We find that if you open up a kit and have it on display with your materials, it opens up that conversation, and then you can open up the California Parents Guide and say, look at all the dental information that goes along with our dental information. I wonder, you know, we had the questions mixed up, but that's okay. So I wanted to show you on the First Five website. Here is the First Five California webpage that we've had a long history of promoting dental care throughout this state. So there's actually a page on the First Five California website on oral health and healthy teeth to make happy smiles. And then Here's some great recipes for like finger dipping food for kids as a healthy alternative to the Cheetos and the hot Cheetos that people seem to like to give their kids when they're so young. Okay, breaking down the barriers to distribution. What is the cost? The kits and the shipping are free. You can order the kits as often as you want, and they are completely free. There's no catch. You won't get a bill later on or on the second order. Everything is free. How to order kits. Your first order partner is your local First Five. However, some First Fives don't place the orders. They'll refer you back to the state, and that's okay. It just means that that's their staffing design. But if you'd like to find your local First Five, if you go to the First Five California website, although 90% of you are already in partnership with them, which is terrific, here's a link to all of the different First Fives throughout the state. So you can just click on the link, and it will give you the information about your local First Five and the services that they provide. And if you haven't already, it's a good opportunity to just reach out to the program director in your local county to find out maybe how you can promote dental information through the programs that they do support. Then if that doesn't work, you can order directly through the state. And what we've done, let's see, it's not opening today. Well, I'll send you a link to place on your website, Katie. This one's not working today. You can order directly through the state of California, and the name is Vernetta Syfax, and she is the head of kit distribution. So she's the one, if you go to the web page and place the orders, that it ends up going to, and she can order your orders. Or if you need assistance, you can contact me. I'm wondering if this will work.
Yeah, if you want to guide me through it really quick, I can pull it up and then I can put it in the chat box.
Oh, excellent.
So if you go to the First Five website, and actually I can show if
so First Five, you want to go to the Syfax. Do you see that showing on your screen?
Your screen real quick, and then share.
Great.
All right. Oh, yeah. If you stop sharing, then we can switch.
Okay.
All right. I have it right here. Let me pull this up. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So from here, where do we go?
So family resources.
Okay.
And then parent site.
Parent site. Oh, here come the birds. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
And then resources.
Services. Kit for new parents. See where it says Kit for new parents?
Yes. Okay. Let me click here. Oh, there it is.
And then you can click to order the kits.
All right. Now, are there any special requirements when you order the kits through the First Five California?
Through First Five California, if you want to save yourself time, and I'll send you a direct link to Vernetta's email because that's faster than going through the website. But if you're ordering a large quantity, you'll save email traffic going back and forth if you state, yes, I realize that 500 kits will come on a pallet and be a huge order, because it makes them a little nervous as far as if people order 500 Spanish, 500 English kits, and that's a lot of shipping costs, right? So they want to make sure that the end provider really wants that many kits. So if you are ordering a large amount, or you do have the capacity to have a warehouse full of kits to distribute, just put, I realize this is going to be a large order, and that'll ease their mind. But you can order any place from 0 to 500 in each language at a time. You can order as often as you want. You can order weekly, every other week, once a month, quarterly. There's no limit as to how many kits you can order in a time frame, but they just ask that you do not order more than 500 at a time.
And then what languages are available? Because looking under the language under the select one, it looks like there are a few more, there are more languages than English and Spanish. So there's Cantonese
Right.
and Mandarin.
So right now it's only English and Spanish, and there used to be the other Asian languages, but they are repackaging those, and they are not available until September. So that's her projection right now, September of 2019. So right now, the only ones you can order are English and Spanish.
Great. So I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and then we can switch back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did it start sharing again?
Yep, we can see you. You're up.
Awesome. Okay, so, and then if you want to reach out to me, my telephone number is 831-726-6459. So again, that's 831-726-6459. And I am just here to unclog the pipeline. So your local First 5 is the first place you go to order. If you're having trouble figuring out how to order through the state, I can put your order. I submit a Excel spreadsheet of orders to Vernetta every Friday, so I can always throw your order on my spreadsheet. But we would love for you to develop that relationship with your local First 5 first. Kits can be distributed to families living in California with children up to 5 years of age. We do ask that you don't give them to other states, especially those of you who border other states. They are paid for by California Prop 10 tax, and they are intended for families with children 0 to 5. Again, you can place your orders through your local First 5, the website, or you can contact me. We always ask that you open up the kits with your clients, because we know they're more likely to use the kits if you open them up. Your orders take 10 working days for delivery. It can be as little as 4, but you're on the side of caution. So if you know that you want them for an outreach event in your community, make sure and allow 10 working days for delivery. What they will ask you to have when you place the orders, or if you place the orders through me, I'll need your name, address, not a P.O. box. We can't deliver to P.O. boxes. Phone number, email, and then how many English, how many Spanish kits that you want. They can be delivered via standing orders, which is a subscription order. So if you know that you have 20 people coming to your agency every week that you want to give kits to, you could order 20 kits a week, or 20 kits every other week, or however you want to do it, or you could order 80 kits every month. So you can say every month on the 15th of every month, I want my order placed for 20 kits. So that way you don't have to remember to do that. I know our WIC offices do that a lot with kit distribution. Encourage parents to use the kit over time with all of their providers, so they can take it to the doctor's office and point out information that they want clarified. They can bring it to your office if they want dental information clarified. And we also encourage parents to share the kit with family members and friends who are pregnant or who have young children. And with all of our blended and extended families, if the child is going over to grandma's during the day, order a kit for grandma and a kit for the parent, so everybody has the same information and they're supporting that healthy, thriving baby to age 5 child. There's some barriers to kit distribution. People say, oh, I think WIC already distributes the kit in my area. But know your community numbers. In my county, when they hired me, less than 1,000 kits were being distributed every year, but 8,000 babies were being born every year. And yes, some of those babies are duplicate babies, but if you break down the numbers, we should have been delivering 5,000 kits out the door. And so now we're at that 5,000 kit distribution level, and have been for the last 3 years, because we know this is important. It's free information. It's going to support that child development and build our next generation, and it's free. So we really do need your help to reach all the parents and caregivers throughout the state. We don't have enough room to store the kit. That's a barrier for a lot of agencies. The kits, when they were in their boxes, they were a lot more difficult to store, but now that they're in the bags, they take up less space. But again, you can order the kits more frequently for your location and in smaller quantities as often as you need. We already do so many things. That's another big barrier. Yep, everybody's got a tough job, but the kit can really make your job easier. So the kits, they come in the attractive blue and green envelopes. You can actually buy a spool of cheap ribbon at the dollar store and put ribbon around the kit. And every time you get a new client, give them that gift and say, hey, this is from our heart to your heart. We just want to build a healthy, thriving child in your family. We know there's great dental information inside this kit. And it also contains just other resources and tools that are going to help you. And who doesn't want that nice little cute puppy book? And then what other barriers do you all feel you may have?
Yeah, so we thought we can use this as we can put any barriers that you have in the chat box. Or what we can try is if you go to the top of your screen, there's a view option. If you click annotate, you can put a text box. So you can add your questions on the screen. We're testing out a new format here. Okay. And then we'll take questions at the end. I know I thank you everyone for your questions that you've been putting in the chat box. But if you want to write on the screen, where you see that toolbar, where I see it, it says like you are viewing Vicki Law's screen. There's like a green box, and right next to it, it says view options. If you click view options, you can, it says zoom ratio, request remote control, or you can annotate. If you click annotate, that's where then, yeah, you can draw. There goes someone. You can draw on the screen.
Yay, there's a squiggle.
There's also a text box that you can write in here. So if you want to try.
And then there's a stamp too.
Yeah, I don't have the stamp on my end. Oh, here we go. We have one. Knowing what group organizations already are receiving the kit. Okay.
And that's a tough question to answer because some first fives keep track of that and some don't. And we recently switched from a distribution system through a group called ALM, which you could pull up and click on your county and it would show you all the distributors. And now they went to the Office of State Printing and it doesn't have that tool anymore. So for me, I have to keep my own records for who the local distributors are. Very few first fives have somebody dedicated to the kit. It usually falls under the program department as a other duty as assigned. So you can ask your local first five if they know what groups or organizations already have the kit, but I would really encourage you not to make that a barrier to distribution. We know that throughout the state, very few counties are reaching the number of births that occur in their counties, and the actual distribution rate is quite low. And some counties, it's like really minimal, like they'll have 7,000 births and 300 kits were distributed last year. So we highly encourage everybody to distribute the kit. The worst thing that can happen is they'll say, I already have a kit, and that's okay.
And then we do have a question from the chat box. We would like to distribute, but would also like to add local oral health info. Where do you recommend we do that? And then we had Lonnie Schiff-Ross, she's the executive director from San Joaquin First Five, and they are using their kits with oral health materials. And Lonnie, if we can just have a few minutes of your time, I'm gonna look to unmute you. If you can just share how you're customizing your oral health materials, because I know in your county, you also have the DTI. So I think I can hear you. Did you unmute yourself? No, you didn't yet. Okay. Oh, can I unmute you? Oh, no. Okay, I don't know how to do that. I'm so sorry. I don't want to make you the host. Rename. Okay, if I unmute all, it's going to be really loud. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I don't know how to just unmute you, Lonnie.
No problem.
my Siri just came on. It might be if you're on the, if you're calling in, maybe it's not giving you the option for that.
Mm.
No,
So the local.
we can't hear you. Are you talking, Lonnie? Okay. No, we can't hear you.
You can't get a hold. Well, yay, San Joaquin First Five. That's amazing. And again, First Fives do it to different degrees, and they just do it to their capacity as far as what they customize the kit with. So it doesn't make a First Five better or worse. It just means that some First Fives put that as a priority. So to customize a kit, for those counties that do customize their kit, I would recommend that you reach out to their program director or officer. We customize our kits here locally for Monterey Bay County every May. So we actually bring in all our partners and ask them, what do you like? What don't you like? What should we add? So that's how we ended up with the beach ball, because they felt that there should be some item that children could play with. And then we also added some warm line information for postpartum depression into our envelope that contains all of our brochures and local services. If your local First Five doesn't already add the oral health information, what you can do is unbag the kits, take them out of the envelopes, and drop in your information into the kit prior to distribution. And here's my little Vicky tip. Go to your dollar store. They have those little fabric cartons that look like crates for $1, and they actually come in the first 5 colors of green and blue, so you can put your Spanish in the green crates and your English in the blue crates. Unbag the kits, line them up in those crates, and drop in your customized kits.
And Vicki, if you can talk a little bit more, you're talking about the 3 touches that each first do. Who pays for those additional items?
The local First Five. So that's why I really caution people, no judgment there, because it's just dependent on the budget and where the priorities for that First Five are. Our local First Five, they always carve out about $30,000 for the kits. And so we decide on the 3 touches, and we got clever because we wanted to include more brochures than were 3 touches. So we have the beach ball, we have the Daddy's Tool Bag DVD, and then we get a plastic like Ziploc bag, and we drop in the United Way 211 information, the postpartum depression information, the services that are provided by our local First Five, and the Daddy's Tool Bag DVD app card. So we actually got like 7 touches in there, but it's combined into 3. So organizations like San Joaquin that are deciding how to customize their kit items, that's just fantastic. And if you want to have a voice in that, I would call the local program director and say, hey, have you ever thought about one of your customized items being something for dental care? And if it's a free item from your dental care to your kit, that's like a bonus. So that's how we came to drop in the 211 cards, because United Way came to us and said, hey, I'll give you 5,000 cards to drop into your kit customization.
Wonderful. And is there any way to add, oh, we have a question here. Thank you for highlighting fluoride toothpaste in the kits. Are you able to add like fluoride toothpaste or toothbrushes to the kits?
Yeah, like we have the beach ball in there now, and then we've had in the past, we had a big package of outlet safety protectors that was in a small box. So yeah, as long as the kits, they fit 5 to a box when they pack the carton. So whatever you drop into the kits have to fit into that packaged carton. Does that make sense? So you have 5 bags, and then the 5 bags go into a little carton, and when you receive the kits, they're shipped in the carton.
This is wonderful. All right. So let's...
And fluoride toothpaste in the kit, that's a great idea. But I know our local First Five, we don't currently have that, but shoot, if somebody were to say, hey, here's 5,000 mini toothpaste tubes, I would certainly drop it in that kit.
Wonderful. It looks like Nevada County has someone who focuses on the kids, but they're not sure about if they keep a list, so they'll look into it. So I think that might be the same for a lot of counties.
Yes, every county is its own local entity, right? So just reach out to your first 5 and ask. And it says here, see San Joaquin's response. Do you have a comment from San Joaquin?
Yeah, they say we customize with oral health materials. And then, oh, here we go. Oh, thank you, Lonnie. We have a finger brush for infants, small fluoride toothpaste, a toddler brush, and a magnet on oral health info. We also have the Daddy's Tool Bag postcard, like Monterey, and our local talk, read, sing, draw, play handout.
Awesome. Yay, San Joaquin.
Yeah, and it looks
I'd be interested in seeing their handout.
Yes, yeah, I can connect you with Lonnie at Lonnie Schiffross and San Joaquin. And it looks like from Humboldt County, we are promoting the brush, book, bed routine as well. So we added a brush, book, bed sticker to the back of the book. We also added a folder full of oral health resources and things such as a children's toothbrushing chart and a handout on healthy snack options. Lastly, we throw in an oral health supplies kit with toothbrushes, infant, toddler, child, and adult, fluoride toothpaste, and a floss for the whole family. It's great.
Wow. So, and that's why you want to go to your first 5 first. I can't emphasize that enough, because if they have a customized kit and you order through your local first 5, that's what you'll receive, is the customized kits from your county. If you order directly through the state, you receive what's the basic kit, and it doesn't have your local customized items. And for some counties, there aren't any customized items, so it would be the same either way. But many, many counties out there are doing a great job with customizing their kits, and you'll want to have those resources.
Yeah, and it sounds
like... It says, see San Joaquin's response again. There's an arrow.
Yeah, it says, our magnets were donated by a local health plan. So it looks like you can collaborate with other organizations and community groups to kind of build upon the kit.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is a great way to open the door to start like getting these resources out into the communities. And I think it's our next slide that we're gonna keep opening that door. We have some ideas.
Let's see. There we go. Oh, how do I? Okay, let's see.
Here, let me erase.
There's got to be a way. Can you erase it on your end?
Yeah, I think so. No, it's not erasing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Oh, I have a clear all drawings. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
See, we're all learning.
We're learning.
It's a good day. Okay, so this is our final slide, and we want to know if you have any kit distribution questions that we have not yet covered.
I think everyone's going to the First 5 website to look who their contact is.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like 90% of the participants already had that relationship, which is just fantastic. So then I wanted to share that training is available. Ask if your local First 5 has this built into their program. If not, part of my contracts are to do webinars for people. So if you have a staff group that would like more information, or you'd like to do a presentation for your staff, I can customize training for staff using the kits and do a deeper dive into the different resources. For example, with the what to do when your child gets sick book, we'll put up a sign on one wall that says go to the doctor, and a sign on another wall that says stay at home. And then we read, content from the book, and we ask all the parents to stand up and go to which wall they think the correct answer is. So it's been kind of fun doing that activity because if you've never seen like 50 pregnant women going between one wall and another, it makes for a really great visual. A lot of happy people, but a lot of people have the wrong information. Like a lot of people really believe, hey, my child swallowed a bead. Ooh, I better go to the emergency room. And that could end up costing people a lot of money in emergency room visits when all they had to do is stay at home and kind of watch their babies poop or their toddlers poop. So the same thing for the dental information we can do and customize. So read facts about dental care, when to have your child's first checkup, should you have it at age 3 or age 0, go stand next to the correct answer. So we can always customize kit items and make you a training design if that's something you need for your local group. And speaking of training, we'll have a customized dental training again on June 14th at 10 a.m. And Katie is hosting that again. So we'll take a deeper dive into the dental resources and share some training designs specific to the kit content.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Vicki. And thank you everyone for being on the call, for participating, for taking the polls. This is a great resource that we want to get out into the communities. And just thank you everyone for your time today. I know you have very busy schedules. I do want to go back to the chat box first. You guys have been really responsive today. It's wonderful. And we haven't gotten to all the questions yet. We do have a question. We ordered the kit through the link provided by UCSF, but was told to refer to our local First 5 for the kids. That was a confusion on our part, and that was kind of part of putting all the pieces together. So everyone's connected with First 5 California, and first reach out to your local First 5 to place the orders, work with them. You can also go to the First 5 website, and you can also go to Vicki Law to order the kits. So it's what works, what approach works for your local oral health program.
That's the perfect answer, because you want to go to your local county first, because if they do have a customized kit, that's how you get the customized kit. So don't bypass that system. I'm simply exist to unclog the pipeline whenever there is a problem with ordering kits. But either way, if you go directly to Vernetta or directly to me, your kit order will get placed if that's not a service your local First 5 offers.
Another question, and we kind of covered this, the cost for a custom resource to be included in the kit. What does that cost?
The cost, it depends. So many agencies will donate stuff, items to us, and we'll just drop them into our shipment to the Office of State Printing, who builds out the kits for us. So like, for example, the United Way card, they just dropped off 5,000 business cards to my office, and then I included it in the shipping with the Daddy's Tool Bag DVD shipment that we had received and the book shipment that we had received. So the customization part is done by your local First 5, and it varies from First 5 to First 5. Many First 5s do the customization, so that's your opportunity to reach out to the program director and see if there's an opportunity to customize the kit with dental items. And if not, again, you can always crack open the kits and drop in your own items when you distribute the kits.
Great. And is there a limit to order?
No more than 500 English or Spanish kits at a time, because the state has kind of a max order throughout the state. So annually, they have about 330,000 kits to distribute. So I'm not marketing the kits to increase the kits orders. I'm just unclogging the existing pipeline. So it's first come, first serve, and they have an allocation for every county based on the birth rate. So you can order as little as 1 and as many as 500 at a time, and you can do repeat orders as often as you need to.
Great. And then we would like to distribute, but would also like to add local oral health info. where do you recommend we do that? I think you answered that earlier with reaching out to your first 5 and working with them and setting a priority, being a part of that conversation.
And if you cannot be a customized item, like I know we always have more requests to be a customized item than we have the 3 touches, because every first 5 is only allowed the 3 items to be customized into their kits. Again, you can always give it out in partnership with the kit, whether that's here's your kit and here's our items, or what I would love to see people do is say, let's open this kit together, look at the resources, and then you add your resources into the kit that you have locally.
And then we are recording the webinar, so this will be up on our website.
Terrific.
Yeah, and then getting down. Okay. And then someone's asking, does anyone have a window cling that can be placed on a bathroom mirror with toothbrushing tips?
Wow, that's a great idea.
That is good. If you do, please write in the chat box so we can all see. And there's another question. Are you tracking any of the data like distribution, number of kits, parents, etc.? Also data on before and after knowledge, skills, behavior survey of the parents after receipt of the kits?
From time to time, the state does a survey with all the local first 5 to gather information. And at the state level, there's a robust tracking system as far as how many kits are going out to each county and the different agencies that are going out to each county. But locally, when you place the orders on the website, you're only allowed to see the data for your county, which is good because that's confidential information for some agencies, especially hospitals that are ordering kits. So I know the state is always interested in partnering with different agencies to do a deeper dive. So yeah, I'm sure Vernetta would love it if people want to help participate in a survey locally to see what the response to the kits are.
And speaking of surveys, we always want to continue to improve and bring you helpful webinars. So if you can, we did post the link to this evaluation for today's webinar in the chat box. So if you can take the evaluation, it would really help us. And then we can bring you more webinars. And thank you again very much, Vicki. Thank you for presenting on the parent guide and the kit, and how we can get a hold of it and what we can do. This really opens the doors to a lot of stronger partnerships in the community and a free resource that can be customized and added to by community partners. And then thank you to all the attendees on the call. I really appreciate your time and all that you're doing in your local oral health programs. So thank you everyone. And oh, someone's using the feature. Yes, thank you. And upcoming training June 14th, it's a Friday at 10 a.m. and I'll be sending that invitation out shortly.
Great. And please give Katie any input as far as what you would like to see in that training, because we are customizing it for your group. So thank you so much for your time today, and please distribute the kit widely and freely. We want all the parents to have this fantastic information provided by First Fives in their hands so they can build healthy, thriving children.
Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. We're going to go ahead and end the meeting. Have a wonderful day, and please reach out with any questions. Thank you again.